He would sometimes surprise you with a particular word. Like he said, actors always want to say probably instead of probably. I wrote the word probably. I'm doing my best to Edward Albee. Looking back, I guess I was drawn toward other kinds of performance trades. But I think now I realize basically I've always been an actor. I will always be incredibly lucky to have been on Edward's and the producer's radar for first The Goat and then for our revival of Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf. George is one of the great theater roles of the 20th century, and it's a huge role. Edward was very fond of saying there are as many words as there are in Hamlet. So, good luck. Edward wrote Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf as 3 very substantial acts, 2 intermissions. And that's the way they had to be played. And once you're inside that play, you absolutely see the wisdom of that. During a break in rehearsal, he said, I was flown to Stockholm. They invited me to the opening night of their production. We got to the end of the first act, and it kept going. And I could feel the artistic directors looking at me. They wanted to be congratulated on having only 1 intermission. This is every actor's favorite Edward line. They played it that way once. Edward's talking about his own work was always riveting, and you were pulled in for any clue you might get. He tended to refer you back to the work. There was one time when we had press in a rehearsal and we were all just scared to death. And one of the journalists said to me, so do you think George is a weak character? And I knew it was a loaded question because they're all weak characters. What, to my great good fortune, I've heard myself saying was, well, he's the last man standing at the end of the play. And I thought I saw Edward's lips curl slightly, as if maybe it wasn't the dumbest answer I could have given. You could never pin Edward down as to what his message was. The music for Edward was always essential. Sometimes he would stand at the back of the theater and turn his back on the action and just feel the rhythm and the music of his language. It is language that has its own music and its own cadences, but always unmistakably Edward's. Edward the composer.